Bart Baggett here, author of The Success Secrets of the Rich and Happy, and there's 9 words you should never ever use again. It's called toxic vocabulary. Stay tuned, I'll tell you what they are. Bart Baggett here, author of The Success Secrets of the Rich and Happy. I want to dive into a really cool chapter, which if you just got the book, you may not have gotten to yet, but it's absolutely worth kind of skipping ahead and going to chapter 14. It's called Toxic Vocabulary. I've written about this for about 2 decades, and I would say it's probably one of the most popular articles on our blog. And every time we send out the summary in a newsletter, it gets like, 25% open rate. People love it. And essentially, it's about 5 to 7 words that you will start to notice consciously when you say them, other people say them, and it will absolutely change your life, just adjusting the words you allow in your life. Now, I first heard about this, I first experienced this when I was probably, 8 or 9 years old. When I was a kid, we used to go up to Lake Texoma, and my dad had a lake cabin. We still have a lake cabin. And we would jump out and we would want to climb trees. Like as 2 boys, me and my brother, we just want to climb trees. This is what you did, right? So I remember arriving at the lake house one day and we jumped out and we ran toward the trees and started climbing up the tree. And then my cousin Tammy was in the car with us, and she got out and she was trying to follow the boys. A little bit younger, so she's running there, right? So we're hanging like monkeys, just hanging upside down and super confident with climbing trees. And Tammy jumps up to the first limb, and her mother screams out, "Tammy, don't fall!" And she stopped, and she looked around, and she just let go. And she fell right on her back, and it had to be painful. It was just, terrible, like 7-year-old falling down. And my dad looked up at me and goes, "Boys, hang on tightly." And we went over there, and they helped Tammy. And it didn't occur to me at that time how impactful that was, but my father knew to articulate phrases in a positive way so that the mind of an 8-year-old sees what the result he wants. So he wanted us to hang on. He did not want us to not fall. You can't not think of a pink elephant, okay? You can't not think of a green dinosaur. Like if I say no, don't think about it, you got to think about it to then cross it out. So that's really the essence of what I think the positive thinking movement has been for about 100 years. Now that's a very simplistic approach, but in language, especially in the English language, I think this would translate to most languages, is the idea of a toxic vocabulary means that people are constantly saying words to themselves and to others without knowing the consequences of what that's doing to their unconscious mind. So I remember when I was in 8th grade, I was not a great football player. I tried to play American football, and I would remember thinking, don't drop the ball, don't drop the ball. And I never caught a pass in a game. Like I literally dropped the ball. Now my coaches at the time didn't have the skill to say, "Baggett, you're going to catch this time. You're going to catch it." Instead, I was really worried about dropping the ball. So I was programming myself to fail at catching. But I didn't know that. I was just a kid, right? But I know that. And you know that. And now that you've read this chapter, you're going to be very mindful about the words you use. So it's called Toxic Vocabulary. It literally is about 5 pages. You can read this, like in a couple of minutes. But here are the words that you have to be mindful of. And I'm not saying there's not a place for them in the world. There may be. But I generally don't use these words on a regular basis. I reframe it. I instantly rewrite it in my head before it comes out. And here are the words, okay? But, I love you, but, remember that Pee Wee Herman? The thing about life is everyone's got a big butt. Like, this is really funny, right? But, I love you, but, some of the other shoe's going to drop, right? Try, okay? I'll tell you, I don't accept the word try. I'll tell my friends, look, I know I'm having a party, but don't tell me you're going to try and come by. Just tell me you can make it or you can't, or you'll call me at 8 and let me know. Well, no, I'll try, because try means I'm going to give it an effort, but you and I both know that I'm going to fail. But I told you I'm going to try, so it's okay. So if you tell your unconscious you're going to try, you're essentially giving yourself permission to fail. Try and pick up this book. In order to pick up the book, you have to, pretend to do it, but you can't do it. If I do that, I didn't try. I just did it. So try is just, no. I don't even let my employees, my staff, my friends, like I'll correct people's vocabulary. So, but try, if, might, like instead of like, if I'm going to win the gold, if I'm going to become rich, I would say when I arrive, when I do that, okay? So, but try, if, might, would have, should have, could have, can't and don't. Can't and don't. All those are conjunctions, but again, it's in form of a negative. I can't do it. I can't do something. Instantly reframe that and find a sentence to tell yourself that you can. Okay? So might. It really does nothing definite. It leaves options for your listener. I might do it. Does that make sense? I might love you. I might be loyal. I might come to the fair. It's not committal. I'd rather you be committed and then change your plans than be non-committed. So the brain will follow what you do. And the thing is, the brain generally takes this commands through the auditory channel or the pictures that you make. And for a lot of people, the auditory channel dictates the pictures that you make, like dropping the ball, falling out of the tree. And the auditory channel is absolutely in your control. That little voice in your head is absolutely under your control. And if you didn't know you had a little voice in your head, you do now, and you may realize it's actually been telling you a lot of interesting things all these years, and you realize, wow, I can simply just change the voice, change the vocabulary, and my life is a little brighter. So chapter 14 talks about vocabulary. I think you really like it. Of course, I'm going to keep talking about all these cool chapters because I like them a lot. But write me a note. Just a note on the blog. Jump on the Facebook group page and let us know how you change the vocabulary of your child or yourself or internal, because we love to read those comments on the Facebook Prism Life Design page. My name is Bart Baggett. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for owning the book. I'll talk to you later.